Coming up, Iowa City voters say what's influencing their vote.
And later, President Trump suggests firing Dr. Anthony Fauci days before the election.
Welcome to Ditv Now, your flash update on all the biggest headlines coming out of the Daily Iowa newsroom. I'm your host, Katie Wadman.
And I'm Tiana Torjan.
Today is Election Day. Almost 700,000 Iowans have already voted. Ditv News Director Bailey Chehan spoke with voters about the issues that influenced them to vote.
As of 8 p.m. last night, over 97 million Americans have already voted. This election is looking like it'll be one with the highest turnout ever. Iowa City residents say a multitude of issues brought them to the polls.
I feel like there's going to be potential unrest afterwards. Like today I might stock up on some stuff and then I might just not come to the city for a little while.
Iowa City residents say a multitude of issues brought them to the polls.
The environment, women's rights, LGBTQ rights, I feel like those are being infringed upon with our current president. So voting for a candidate that stands up for those is probably what was sticking out of my mind.
As of Sunday, the Johnson County Auditor has reported that over 50% of registered voters in Johnson County have voted early.
COVID-19 has affected some residents' plan to vote.
I think COVID helped bring some issues to light, and we saw how President Trump handled COVID, and we saw what could have been done differently.
From Iowa City, Bailey Chehan, Ditv.
Young voters in Johnson County have been hitting the polls, but surrounding counties haven't had the same young voter turnout. Lynn County issued only 18% of absentee ballots to voters between the ages of 18 and 34. Several weeks ago, only 10% of voters in that age group had cast their ballots. While this is up from a few months ago, Lynn County Auditor Joel Miller says the results of young voter turnout are, quote, still underwhelming, end quote.
At his Florida rally yesterday, President Trump's supporters began to chant, "Fire Fauci." After appearing to consider it, President Trump thanked the crowd for their suggestion and implied that he will do it after the election.
Don't tell anybody, but let me wait till a little bit after the election.
Trump and Dr. Anthony Fauci have constantly clashed over the Trump administration's response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
According to the CDC, pregnant women who have COVID-19 are more at risk of dangerous symptoms. A study found that pregnant women with the virus are more likely to require intensive care than COVID-positive women who aren't pregnant. They are also at greater risk of delivering their babies early. However, doctors said the overall risk of pregnancy complications and death is low.
Last night, barricades were put up around the White House in preparation for the Election Day results. Along with the White House, many businesses are preparing for post-election unrest. Back in April, many Iowa City businesses boarded up due to protest. Iowa City could face this problem again depending on the election results.
Even though the winter months are rolling in, the temperature will continue to rise this week. Today is going to be sunny with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 44.
If you're voting in person today, make sure you know where to go. There are at least 24 polling places across Iowa City. Visit the Iowa Secretary of State website and search for your address to find your polling location.
Thanks for tuning in to Ditv Now.
We'll be back on Wednesday morning with a special live edition of Ditv for all your post-election stories at 8:30 a.m. From Iowa City, I'm Katie Wadman.
And I'm Tiana Torjan. Have a great day.